Hi everyone, my name's Bree, and today I wanted to talk about the process, my coaching method. Specifically, I wanted to talk about the support section of the process. The support section is all about building a strong foundation and a new baseline that you can then do the deep self-inquiry and take aligned action from. In order to talk about this, I thought I'd use a metaphor from my own life. So when I was dancing, which I did for many, many years, dancing is super performative, as a lot of you know. So it's never focused on, specifically ballet, it's never focused on balance. It's not like, what is the most healthy thing for you? And can you move from that way? It's super, at least my experience, performative. And so when I was dancing, I overused my right side to an extreme extent because it was my best side. So I got a lot of validation and feedback that, oh, that when you do that extension on the right side, it's so beautiful. And so I'd always continuously do these movements where I overused my right side and became my dominant side to an extent that when I stopped dancing, that side was still the side that I led from. I would habitually overuse it in just the simplest actions because all of my dancing years had programmed my body to move and only act from my dominant side. And so with that, I started to develop chronic pain in my back. And I ignored that pain for many, many years, just thinking, I do all the right things, right? Like, I eat healthy, I do the yoga, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But I still was habitually overusing my right side to the point that it became so painful that I now have to seek help for it. And this just goes to show you that if you're overusing one thing in your life and you're moving from habit and you're doing things the way that you've always done them, but it's not based on a steady and strong foundation, eventually it's going to be a pain point. So with my pain point, my back, I went to, and I'm going to, a physical therapist. Hi, Sue. And Sue is absolutely amazing. I'll link her below. But also, what she said to me was, when you're doing things, you want to make sure that you're doing things with the right muscle groups. And that just got me to thinking, when we're taking action in life, we want to make sure it's coming from a truly solid and steady and aligned place. Otherwise, it's just going to get us off track. Similarly to my back, I would just habitually use my right side and cause more and more overuse strain and chronic pain on my right side. So she said that amazing nugget of wisdom. And then beyond that, she was basically like, you have to learn how to walk, sit, and stand again from a balanced place and using the right muscle groups. And so this was super humbling because I'm like, I know how to walk. Like, I've been walking for years. This is one of the first things you learn. I got this. But the reality is I didn't at all. I was overusing my right side. My posture was super affected from the performative quality of ballet and how I was standing. The muscles on my right side, she said, were 3 times stronger than my left. And that's how much my habits, my programming was functioning in my body from ballet. So body a lot like life, because body is life. And so in this example, what I'm trying to say is that a lot of the time we're functioning from habits, from programming, from overuse of one thing that's not actually a strong foundation. It's not actually coming from balance. It's not actually coming from harmony. And then everything in our life is affected by that. So every action then is coming from this place that's not truly stable, that's not truly resourced. And so with that, sometimes we have to learn to walk, stand, and sit. The basic things. Sometimes we have to learn to come back to this place of like, what are the habits and limited beliefs that I have that I've been functioning from? And can I build a new solid ground that's based on choice, based on what I want to believe, based on integrity, so that all of the actions and deep self-inquiry is supported And so I just love this example because I was mind blown. Sue, you gave me so much more than I bargained for. Thank you. But I was mind blown because the body is life. And just like I overused and overworked from this place, we all do that in certain elements of our life. But we have to break it down so that eventually it doesn't become a chronic source of pain or stress. So that's really the support section of the process, identifying those points of pain, those points of limited beliefs, of old programming, and then creating a new foundation that actually is solid ground so that we don't end up with chronic stress or anxiety, yada, yada, yada. So I hope that this was useful in explaining that. Also, just wanted to talk about briefly my coaching method. So the 4 steps are identify, support, inquire, and act. And I kind of discussed that throughout this video. So many hand motions. I discussed this throughout this video. But that process is what I use with all of my coaching clients. So if you're interested in the process or interested in becoming a client, you can DM me. And so much thanks for watching this video and going on this journey with me.